Okay, let's go.
Hey everyone, and a very happy English language day to you all. Welcome to this special explainer right here on Speak and Shine with Marwa. I'm Marwa.
And I'm Jack. We are absolutely thrilled you're hanging out with us today. Look, this explainer is made specifically for those of you out there who really want to speak English naturally. Without the fear and definitely without all that textbook stress.
Exactly, Jack. Today we are putting our energy into the English you actually use in your day-to-day life. We're leaving that stiff, robotic, grammar book English behind. Let's just dive right into it, shall we?
Okay, let's be completely honest for a second. Do you ever find yourself understanding English perfectly well when you're watching a movie or listening to a conversation, but the absolute second it's your turn to speak, you just completely freeze up?
Oh my gosh, yes. It's such a universal feeling. You know exactly what that terrifying moment feels like, right? Your brain has all the right vocabulary words, but your mouth literally refuses to move. You pause, you overthink, the nerves kick in, and then just awkward silence.
We really want to validate that anxiety right off the bat. Listen, it's not because you don't know the language. It's purely because you're terrified of making a mistake. And today, we're going to fix that.
So, Section 1, Fear, Fluency, and Focus. We are breaking that grammar barrier right now.
It is completely time to stop rigidly memorizing rules and start actually feeling the human rhythm of the language.
Moving right into Section 2, Meet, Do, and Does. These are your new daily life companions.
And honestly, they're really not strict rules trying to trick you. Think of them as friendly, everyday tools for talking about your routines and general life.
Picture this scenario for a moment. You've just moved to a brand new country. Your English isn't perfect yet, you're a bit nervous, and you're standing at the checkout line in a grocery store.
The cashier looks up, gives you a warm smile, and simply asks, "Do you need a bag?"
Now, that question is definitely not a grammar test. It's just a kind human offer.
Right, and brilliantly, you don't need to craft some complex, multi-sentence paragraph to answer them. A simple, confident, "Yes, I do, thank you," is absolutely perfect. You didn't need flawless textbook grammar. You just needed the right instinct to connect with another person.
But here's where we see a really common hiccup happen. If someone asks something like, "Do you like music?" a lot of learners will translate directly from their native language and reply with, "Yes, I like," or maybe, "No, I not."
And hey, we absolutely understand what you mean when you say that. But in natural conversational English, we just say, "Yes, I do," or "No, I don't." That tiny little word "do" makes a massive difference. It literally takes you from sounding a bit robotic to sounding totally natural and confident.
Okay, let's transition gently over to does. Please, no panicking here. Does is quite literally just the word do packaged for one single person. That's the whole secret. Whenever we're talking about he, she, or it, we just use does.
Exactly. Let's take Alex, for example. Let's say he's walking into his office for his 9 a.m. shift holding his morning coffee. If we ask, does Alex work in an office? The most natural answer is simply, yes, he does. See that pattern? It's the exact same friendly vibe as do, just tweaked slightly for one person.
Now you do have to watch out for this one really common mistake. People love to say, "Does he likes his job?"
Oh, for sure, we hear this one all the time. But look at how it should actually sound. Does he like his job?
So the absolute key takeaway here is this. Does already has the S attached to it. Because does is already doing all the heavy lifting, your main verb, in this case like, gets to stay wonderfully simple. You really don't need to add another S to it. Just let does handle the work for you.
All right, Section 3, did. The word of growth. This is all about looking back at your progress.
It's time to conquer the past tense. Did just means an action is completely finished. We are officially looking in the rearview mirror.
And just like does, the word did has its own little superpower. A lot of folks learning English will say, "Did you went there?"
But in real, everyday English, we just say, "Did you go there?" And why is that? Well, because did already proves that we're talking about the past. It handles the whole timeline for you, which means the main verb can stay completely simple.
Just imagine two friends casually hanging out. One asks, "Did you finish your homework?" And the other replies, "No, I didn't. I watched movies instead." It's so real, it's so human, and the grammar rules stay completely out of your way.
And this brilliantly highlights why did carries so much emotional weight. Think about this specific phrase. I didn't understand English before.
Right, if a learner just says, "I don't understand English," it feels pretty sad, doesn't it? Like they're totally stuck. But the second you change that one word, I didn't understand English before, the entire emotion flips.
It really does. Suddenly, it becomes full of hope, it becomes brave, it proves that something has shifted, and that you are making real progress. Did is the perfect word to talk about your personal growth.
Which brings us nicely to Section 4, choosing the right time. This is your new mental checklist.
Because speaking fluently isn't actually about perfection. It's just about quickly picking the right word based entirely on the time frame.
Here's how this mental checklist works in your head. It is wonderfully simple. Right before you speak, just ask yourself silently, Step 1, is this about my life right now or just in general? If the answer is yes, grab do or does. But if you ask yourself, Step 2, is this action totally finished? Did it happen before? If yes, grab did. And that is literally it. If it's happening now or in general, do or does. If it's done and dusted in the past, did. Once you practice this, your mouth will just naturally follow your mind without any of that sudden panic.
Let's actually see this mental checklist in action. Imagine a totally normal morning. You've woken up super late, you're rushing out the front door, and your friend asks you, do you eat breakfast every day? You would naturally respond, yes, I do, usually. But then your friend sees you scrambling and changes just a single word. Did you eat breakfast today? And you kind of laugh and say, no, I didn't.
Notice how it's the exact same topic, the exact same person, but the whole feeling and meaning of the conversation shifts instantly based purely on time.
You can think of time words like traffic signs on a road. They literally steer the entire direction of the conversation.
Let's play a quick mental game together. Let's say we're sitting at a cafe right now. I ask you, do you like the tea? That's present tense. But what if we're reminiscing about being at the cafe yesterday? I would ask, did you like the tea?
Or say we're talking about a friend's daily routine. Does she study English every day? Versus remembering what she did last year. Did she study English last year? It's the exact same structure, just a different time. That traffic sign just points you down a totally different road.
Let's hit our final section, Section 5, imperfect action over silence. Because at the end of the day, communication is success. This right here is the absolute emotional core of today's explainer. Good English is never about sounding perfectly smart. It's about sounding human. I really want you to let this sink in. Mistakes are not the enemy. Silence is.
Really think about that for a second. Did you stop learning because you made a few mistakes along the way? No way. If you're here watching this, you are already incredibly resilient.
Sometimes, when learners finally click with the word did, they start enthusiastically using it everywhere. Did you eat? Did you sleep? Did you breathe?
And honestly, that is completely 100% okay. It just means your brain is firing up and trying things out. Overusing a word or making a slight grammatical stumble is infinitely better than freezing up completely and staying silent.
So how do we actually practice this in the real world? Try running this daily confidence check on yourself. Ask yourself, do I understand this explainer?
Yes, I do.
Did I understand every single solitary word perfectly?
No, I didn't.
Well, does that mean I failed?
No, it doesn't.
Do you see what we did there? You can use these simple everyday tools, do, does, and did, to track your own personal progress and build up your confidence in real time. Ultimately, this is the absolute truth you have to carry with you. Communication is success. You do not need to speak in perfect sentences. You just need clear intentions.
If the person listening to you understands what you mean, guess what? Your English is already working beautifully. Fluent English does not come from waiting in silence until you are absolutely perfect. Perfect English never actually comes. Real fluency comes from speaking imperfectly many, many times.
As we wrap up today's explainer, we really want to leave you with a few final provocative questions to answer in your own mind. Do you enjoy learning English? Did this lesson help you today? Does English feel just a little bit less scary now?
Because if even one of your answers is yes, then you are making real, tangible progress. And remember, progress loves patience. If you are sitting there feeling even a tiny bit more confident than you did yesterday, you are doing amazing.
Thank you all so much for celebrating English Language Day with us. Remember, you don't need perfect English. You just need to start speaking. Keep shining, and we'll see you in the next explainer.